Don't be deceived. Only truth sets us free from the law of sin and death. Top of the morning to you. When we consider how our enemy, the devil, operates, we find his tactics have not changed over thousands of years. He tries to take what God has commanded and pervert it, lie about it, to try to deceive us and tempt us to do the opposite through corrupted reasoning. In the beginning, in Genesis 2:16, God commanded man, "You may freely eat of every tree of the garden except for the tree of knowledge and of good and evil, blessing and calamity. If you eat of it, you shall surely die." Now, there was no question about that one. In Genesis 3:1, the devil challenges the idea that God really meant what he commanded, trying to bring doubt. Verse 2, the woman restated God's command to the best of her recollection. In verse 4, the devil introduced a lie to combat the truth, hoping to knock the woman's faith off guard. Once he introduced the lie, he hit her with an alternative truth by reasoning and challenging God's character. Verse 5, God knows your eyes will be open, like his, to where you'd see like he does, knowing the difference between good and evil. These lies and reasonings got her focus off God's truth and command enough to where she started reasoning on her own. Verse 6, the woman saw the tree was good for food, it was delightful to look at, in fact, it was desirable to make one wise. So she did the improbable. She took the fruit, ate, and then gave it to her husband to eat. So this same cycle of lies and deception and temptation are still being used today. Paul recognized it and had to deal with it in Galatians 5:12. Paul speaking, I wish those who would unsettle, confuse, and divide you would cut themselves off. It was a battle between the religious people who demanded believers be circumcised, a law requirement, and those who followed Jesus, who fulfilled the law, and believed Galatians 5:2. If you are counting on circumcision to make you right with God, then Christ will be of no benefit to you. In Titus 1:10, there are many rebellious people who engage in useless talk and deceiving others. This is especially true of those who insist on circumcision for salvation. Word of encouragement, our enemy would love nothing more than for every believer to bite and devour each other. Galatians 5:15. Paul tells us if we do this, we will destroy each other. Paul tells us in verse 16, walk and live, rather, by the Holy Spirit. Then we won't be subject to the deception of following our flesh or carnal nature. Verse 18, if we are guided by the Holy Spirit, we are not subject to the law. You'll know you're on the right path by the kind of fruit you see in your life. Is it love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control? Anything less, and you might be under deception. Have a great day.